All right, so we've got another stack of Arsenal updates for you today.
Yeah, tons to get through.
Really is.
Let's try and pack it all in, huh?
Exactly. We'll give it a good go. I think it's
Uh,
going to be a good one, this deep dive. There's a lot going on.
yeah, lots of exciting stuff.
Okay.
Bit of everything, on the pitch, off the pitch.
Yeah, and some stuff happening in Madrid as well that we need to touch on.
A little bit of drama there, never hurts.
Never hurts, no.
Keeps things interesting.
So yeah, lots to cover from Martinelli's engagement to a Women's Champions League comeback to, potential transfers.
Oh yeah, and those fitness updates, can't forget those. Everybody wants to know.
Of course. Yeah, we've got updates on Saka, Timber Calafiori.
Big name, big updates.
Yeah, so let's get stuck in, shall we?
Let's do it.
So we'll start with some good news.
Uh-huh.
Gabriel Martinelli got engaged.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, to Isabella Russo.
Yeah.
They've been together since 2021. She's a medical student from Rio, so, really lovely to see her supporting him at the matches.
Mm.
They announced it on the 4th anniversary, which was a very nice touch, I thought.
It's always nice to see that kind of, when you see players sort of settled and happy off the pitch.
Yeah.
It can often, have a good influence on their consistency and focus on the pitch.
100%. Yeah, for sure. And talking of focus, what a Champions League quarterfinal.
Oh, my goodness.
The Arsenal women against Real Madrid.
Unbelievable.
They were 2-0 down from the first leg.
Yeah.
And they stormed back to win 3-0 at the Emirates.
Yeah, incredible.
In front of a record crowd for a UK Women's Champions League quarterfinal. I think it was over 22,000 people there.
Wow.
Alessia Russo got 2 goals and Maura sealed the victory.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're facing Lyon in the semifinals now.
Tough opponent, but wow, what a comeback that was.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Talk about resilience and just, the quality, but also, the growth of, the women's game. It's just incredible to see, particularly at Arsenal.
Yeah, for sure. And then moving on to the men's team, we've got some good news, I think, on Bukayo Saka's hamstring.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's been waiting for this one.
Yeah, so he's been out for about 3 months now, and it sounds like he's in the final stages of rehab.
Yeah.
So we could see him back on the pitch, quite soon.
That would be a huge boost, wouldn't it?
It would be massive. Yeah, he's such a key player.
Yeah, it's interesting, though. You think about how that will impact, youngsters like Ethan Ononeri, who's sort of, stepped up in his absence.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Arteta manages that, bring Saka back in, but also, make sure Ononeri's development isn't, stunted.
Yeah, exactly. And on that note, Miles Lewis-Skelly, the 17-year-old.
Oh, yeah. He's one to watch.
He is, yeah. He's been playing at left back, but they're saying he's, his future's probably in midfield.
Okay.
And he even scored on his England debut, making him the youngest player ever to do so.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So really exciting.
It says a lot, about the academy and the opportunities that these young players are getting.
For sure.
That versatility as well that he's showing, able to play left back, able to play midfield.
Yeah.
Really valuable for the squad.
Yeah, definitely. And Declan Rice is getting some well-deserved recognition, nominated for Premier League Player of the Month for March.
Absolutely. I mean, he's just been incredible, hasn't he?
He has, yeah, that commanding presence in midfield.
Yeah.
And that equalizer against Manchester United really showed, his impact.
For sure. He's provided that midfield, sort of backbone and leadership that Arsenal have needed.
Yeah.
He's impactful, defensively and going forward.
Totally. So, yeah, well-deserved nomination.
Definitely.
So we did have a couple of injury scares during the international break. Jurrien Timber picked up a knock while playing for the Netherlands.
Oh, no.
But thankfully, it doesn't sound too serious.
Okay, that's good to hear because he's so crucial to the way Arsenal play.
He is. Yeah, he's so versatile across the defense.
Exactly.
So good to hear it's not too bad.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
And Ricardo Calafiori also got injured while playing for Italy.
Oh, man. What is it with the international breaks?
I know, right?
Always seems to happen.
But he's been pretty positive in his updates as well,
Okay.
saying that, it might not be too serious, but we're still waiting for, more information on how long he'll be out.
Yeah, hope it's a speedy recovery for him.
Yeah, definitely. And Ethan Nemorny just celebrated his 18th birthday.
Oh, wow. So he's not a kid anymore.
He's not a kid anymore.
Time flies.
It really does. And it'll be really interesting to see how his game time is managed, with Saka potentially coming back.
Yeah.
It's a difficult balance, isn't it, between, nurturing a young talent like that,
Right.
but also, fielding a competitive first team.
Exactly. You don't want to rush him, but you also don't want to, hold him back if he's ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So the club's got to be, strategic about it and make sure he's getting the opportunities he needs to develop at the top level.
100%. And then some potentially, pretty disruptive news coming out of Madrid.
Oh, what's going on?
Real Madrid could be facing suspensions for some of their key players,
Oh, wow.
like Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., and Rudiger.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, ahead of their Champions League quarterfinal.
Wow, that could really change things.
Yeah, it could have a massive impact on that tie.
Yeah, for sure. Just
Yeah.
goes to show, football is so unpredictable. Things off the pitch can really suddenly, influence what happens on the pitch.
Yeah, for sure. So moving on to off-the-pitch news for Arsenal, Andre Barreta, who's currently at Atletico Madrid,
Okay.
is set to be appointed as our new sporting director.
Wow, that's big news.
It is, yeah. He's expected in London early next week, and he might even be at the Fulham match.
Okay.
So, yeah, this feels like a really, significant step in the club's, long-term strategy.
Definitely, he's got a great reputation, from his time at Atletico.
Yeah.
He's got a real knack for, identifying and securing top talent.
Yeah.
And I think it suggests, a more data-driven and maybe even a more, globally expansive approach to Arsenal's, transfer dealings.
Interesting. Yeah, for sure. And that brings us to summer transfer plans.
Okay. Everyone wants to know about this.
Yeah, so the focus seems to be on strengthening our attacking options, and we're hearing Kingsley Coman's name mentioned quite a lot.
Interesting. He's a proven winner, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's got tons of experience at the highest level.
Yeah.
And there's also talk of adding depth to the midfield.
Makes sense.
Yeah, with potential interest in Martin Zubimendi and Joshua Kimmich.
Okay, so two very different players there, but both very talented.
Yeah, exactly. They offer, different, but, both very valuable skill sets.
For sure.
And then there's a slightly surprising link to Udinese striker Lorenzo Luca.
Okay. Haven't heard that one.
Yeah, it's kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But then there's some good news for Academy goalkeeper Alexei Rojas.
Okay.
He's being promoted to the first team.
Oh, fantastic.
Which is exciting. And then veteran goalkeeper Neto is expected to return to Bournemouth.
Okay.
And then there's also talk of, signing a 19-goal striker to serve as backup if we can't get Alexander Isak.
Okay, so really bolstering that attack.
Yeah, sounds like it could be a very busy summer.
It's exciting, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think what's notable is, they're looking at those established world-class players,
Yeah.
but also, those promising young players.
Yeah.
And then those maybe, slightly undervalued assets like Luka.
Yeah.
I think it shows a really, nuanced and ambitious approach
Yeah.
to how they're trying to build the squad.
Yeah, definitely. So anyone who's, keeping up with the Gunners, we're looking at a club with real momentum right now.
Absolutely.
Facing some exciting opportunities, but also some potential challenges.
Yeah, I think the development of those academy graduates alongside, the return of these key players like Saka, it's going to be a really interesting, dynamic within the squad.
Yeah, and then the women's team continuing their, brilliant run in Europe.
Yeah.
Really shows the ambition of the club, as a whole.
It does, and it's inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and those potential suspensions for Real Madrid,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how do you think that changes, your expectations for their Champions League campaign?
Yeah, that's a big question mark, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And thinking about those potential summer signings,
Right.
which player do you think would have the most, immediate impact on Arsenal's first team?
That's a tough one. Lots of good options there, but I guess that's what this deep dive is all about, giving you the information and then letting you, come to your own conclusions.
Exactly. And there's so much to think about, with all this Arsenal news going on.
Yeah, what stands out to you the most, looking ahead to the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's a really exciting time to be a Gooner.
It is, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Lots to look forward to. Absolutely.
All right, well, that's everything for today's deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
See you then. Cheers.